Hi guys, welcome back to another perfume video. Today's video is going to be a haul. I am so excited for these. I've only smelled a couple of these and then a few of these are blind buys, so I'm really excited to get into it. But first, I would love if you would consider subscribing down below if you have not already, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And let's just get into these new fragrances. We're going to start out with one that I'm really excited about. This is Malone, Mimosa, and Cardamom, and I have not unpackaged this one yet. I did smell this one time a couple of months ago on a tester strip in store, but I was surrounded by other fragrances, so it was really hard to get the scent. I couldn't really smell much in there, so I'm really excited to smell it here in my own home. Let's open this one up. I love these Jo Malone boxes. I just think that they're so pretty and classy looking. It sounds like the bottle is just loose in there. You would think that there would be like a foam in there to hold it in the center, but I guess not. So there is a little bit of an opening here, but it's hollow. It's supposed to be in the center there. Let's see if we can get that out of there. This is such a pretty simple bottle. I have a full size of the Jo Malone Blackberry and Bay, but I've never seen these little 1 ounce bottles in person, and I just think that this is really cute. So let's go ahead and give this one a sniff. I'm gonna spray this on just, I guess, this insert that's here. That's a nice mister. Ooh, what does that remind me of? That is very nostalgic for some reason. Sort of like a soft, clean, almost like soapy scent. The Jo Malone clones are unisex, and I can see that this one is unisex, but it's a bit more feminine to me because it has this like soapy touch to it, but in a really pretty way. I usually don't love super soapy perfumes. I don't mind it a little bit, but sometimes it can be overwhelming. This one though is just really, really pretty. It definitely reminds me of that sort of like expensive hotel scent. A lot of people have described this one as that type of scent, and I do have to agree. I would burn this in a candle in my home, but it's not that it's too much of that home type of scent where you couldn't wear it as a perfume. I think it makes a beautiful scent to wear. You definitely get that sort of floral cardamom scent, and it's very soft. It's not sharp. It smells very clean without being overly fresh and citrusy, which I really appreciate, because while I like a citrusy type of scent, that's not something that I gravitate towards all the time. So I like that this smells clean without being that fresh of a scent. It has this like soft spiciness to it. Honestly, I would put this sort of in the same scent category as Versace Crystal Noir. I have a travel size of the EDT version of that, and while they're very different scents, they have this same sort of like shower steam vibe where it just smells like when you walk into the bathroom after someone showered and you just smell like that soap mixed with steam. But this one kind of smells like it has bergamot in it. I don't know that it does. I'll have to look up the notes. It has a little bit of that citrus oil kind of scent, but still soft and clean and not too overly fresh. So I'm really, really impressed with this one so far. I'm excited to try it on my skin, but again, I just love these Jo Malone bottles, and I'm really excited to have Mimosa and Cardamom in my collection. It's been on my list for quite some time now. All right, so this next one is definitely on the opposite end of the spectrum. This is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This one I've already smelled. I actually smelled this before I bought it on a test strip in the store at Ulta, so I did know what it smelled like when I bought it, although it's really hard to know until you have it in your house and you put it on your skin and everything. I have not worn this one yet, but I love this bottle as well. I think this is absolutely stunning. It has these studs all over it, and I love the black details. I love that the juice is pink. I think this is just so feminine, but like edgy at the same time. This is again the 1 ounce bottle. I prefer to have 1 ounce bottles in my collection because I have a lot of perfumes and I'm not going to be able to get through them all. So unless I find a really good deal on 3.4 ounce at like Marshall's or something like that, I try to avoid them if I can get the 1 ounce. This one I am going to spray because I have not worn it yet on my skin, so I want to kind of refresh my mind on this scent. Oh, this is so sweet and feminine and girly, but still sophisticated enough. This one is berry and vanilla. I think there's like bourbon vanilla in this one if I'm not mistaken. And I do get the slightest bit of that kind of liquor vibe, but it's very mellowed down and it's not overly strong. This would be perfect for a day to night transitioning fragrance because I think that it's maybe a bit more nighttime appropriate, but you could totally wear this in the day as well. So it would be a nice transitioning fragrance. It'd be great for date nights, like a first date, I feel like. I'm almost 100% sure that this one has blackcurrant in it. I love the smell of blackcurrant. It's very syrupy kind of. Yeah, this is delicious. Again, cannot wait to smell this one on my skin. That one's addicting. I feel like I could just like keep smelling this. It's so mouth-watering. I want to talk about another sweet perfume actually. This is Viktor and Rolf Bonbon, but I got the travel spray. And the only reason that I have this perfume, because it wasn't even on my list, is because I found it at Marshall's, or was it TJ Maxx? I think it was TJ Maxx for like $16 for this little travel spray, which is a really great deal for a Viktor Rolf perfume. And it was just sort of random because I don't usually see Viktor and Rolf perfumes at TJ Maxx or Marshall, so I had to pick it up. This one is said to be a very caramelly, sweet type of a scent, and I did smell this one already. It has this pretty little kind of berry burgundy sort of ombre packaging. The full-size bottle is like a bow. It's like a burgundy colored bow. And like I said, this perfume was not on my list because, I don't know, from what I heard about it, it's just like a sweet, caramelly sort of scent. I have other ones like that in my collection, and I tend to go for gourmands that are a little bit more unique, or I don't know, a little bit more delectable. I feel like this one has a really nice perfumey touch. It's not like a strictly gourmand scent, so if you don't like edible smelling gourmands, I feel like you would still like this. I'm gonna spray this one on the packaging as well. Yeah, this definitely has that caramel in it, but it has a peach note, which sort of gives me that undertone of Rihanna Rebel Fleur, because that one has a strong peach note as well. But this one has that caramel sweet aspect to it. Still perfumey and feminine, but it does have a bit of that gourmand touch without being overly edible. It's a nice perfume. This does remind me though of a Victoria's Secret body spray that I've smelled, and this one is really nice. If I had smelled this one on a tester though, like in Sephora maybe, I don't think it would have been on my list. I just picked this up because it was super affordable and I wanted to try it. So I was curious, but I don't think I would get a full bottle of this just because, like I said, it kind of smells like a Victoria's Secret scent that I've smelled already. And while it is nice, it does have that caramel peach note. I don't think it's anything overly special. So that is Viktor and Rolf Bonbon, and I'll go through the travel size, but I probably won't be purchasing a full bottle of that. So I do have another travel spray here, but first I want to talk about a perfume that I picked up from Mercari, and this is Javanchi L'Interdit. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but you can see that there is quite a big dent taken out of this bottle, and that was not me. It's because it's a used bottle that I picked up from Mercari. This perfume was actually created for Audrey Hepburn, I believe, which is really cool, and I know that they have reformulated it. It doesn't smell like the original perfume that they created for Audrey Hepburn. I think that one has more of a Chanel 5 sort of DNA, but this one is still really, really sophisticated and feminine and beautiful. And the reason I actually picked this up, because this had not been on my list either, but I heard Ksenia here on YouTube talk about this perfume, and she said that it's so beautiful and it's like in her top 5 now, and that she doesn't understand why people have said that it smells like too mature or like old lady-ish, which was kind of the impression that I got from it when I read the notes or heard people talk about it, in the past. But when she talked about it, I then heard it pop up a few other times in other people's videos, and it really intrigued me. This one is a beautiful floral, but it has this sort of like synthetic grapey opening that I find really, really pretty and appealing. It's not... Sorry guys, I thought there was a fly in here, but it's outside. It's not in like this overly young or juvenile way. It mixes really well with the florals in here, and it still smells really elegant and classy and sophisticated, like I said, but it does have that sort of synthetic grapey note, and I really, really like that. I think it sits beautifully on the skin. This isn't a perfume that I would be reaching for all the time. It's sort of like I have to be in the mood for it just because it is like a classy perfume and it's like floral, and I don't generally go for super floral fragrances, but this does have like that touch and that twist of like originality. I would definitely wear this on special occasions. But then, like I said, this is the type of perfume that I kind of get in the mood for. So I would also wear this one to bed. Like I could totally see myself just spraying it on and like having it be kind of calming. I've only worn this one at home one time, like right after I purchased it. I wore it for a day, and like I said, I really like how it develops on the skin. So yeah, it's a very unique fragrance in that I would wear it for special occasions, but then also like to bed. I don't know, it just has this really beautiful quality to it in that way. Again, not an everyday perfume for me, but I do think that this one is really beautiful. So that is Javanchi L'Interdit. I'm not exactly sure how to say that, so I'll try not to say it too often. Let me talk about the celebrity perfumes that I have here, and then we'll get into a little travel size. First off, I have Britney Spears Prerogative. This one is one that I've been eyeing for a bit now because apparently it has a really strong coffee note, which really intrigues me. I've been looking for a good coffee perfume. This is one that most likely, if it's what I think it is, I'll end up wearing more in the fall time, but it was really affordable, so I couldn't resist. I've really been wanting to smell this one. As you can see, I just took off the plastic. This is another blind buy. So this is what the bottle looks like. Definitely reminds me of Britney Spears sort of fragrances. Definitely not my favorite type of packaging. I prefer something more classy and elegant, but it's an affordable celebrity perfume, so. This one is really nice. This is sort of giving me Black Opium DNA. It's different. This one has that sort of warm coffee element to it. It's not overly distinguishable that it's coffee. It sort of has like a warm, like vanilla coffee scent, but I do get that coffee in there. I feel like even more maybe than I do in Black Opium because I never could really pick it up that strong. I thought that it added this like warm, rich element to it, but I never really picked up the coffee that strong. This one I do a little bit more. In the opening anyway, had sort of like this juicy burst to it. I don't know like what fruits are in this, but I think there are some fruit notes that's kind of like mouth-watering with the coffee. Again, I'm really excited to try this one on my skin. I think this is gonna be really nice for fall. I've heard people say that this doesn't have the greatest longevity, so I am curious to see how that's gonna be on my skin and my clothes. But if this has decent longevity, I can just overspray as well. But I think I'll end up wearing this one a lot in the fall if that's the case. I've been thinking about picking up Black Opium for a long time now, but I've had my chance to wear it, and I have so many other perfumes that I haven't been able to like go out and get a bottle because I just feel like it's unnecessary. But this one I almost like more, if I'm being honest. I almost like it more than Black Opium. Surprisingly enough, it might replace it for me if, like I said, I could overspray enough where the longevity would be decent on me. But that one is delicious. Like I do smell that coffee and this like juicy burst of fruit with like this warmth from the vanilla. That's really, really nice. Wow. Let's get into my last couple. So the other celebrity perfume that I have here is Midnight Fantasy, also from Britney Spears. This one is a tester bottle, so it doesn't have like the real box. It's just like taped shut at the top here. And there's no like cellophane on this. Okay, so thankfully it does come with a lid. I know sometimes tester bottles don't, but I haven't really had much experience getting tester bottles. I usually don't like to risk not getting a cap, but I wanted to get it this time because it was the cheapest option there. So this is supposed to be, from what I've heard, like sort of a fruity shampoo-y scent. So let's give it a go. Yes, this definitely reminds me of Dark Kiss from Bath & Body Works. I did see the comparison on Prerogative, so I knew there was a good chance that this was going to smell similar to that, but I really wanted this anyways. I think this one is plum instead of blackberry. The Dark Kiss is blackberry, but this is like juicier than Dark Kiss. Dark Kiss is more like warm, and then I have mentioned already in the past that Signorina Misteriosa from Salvatore Ferragamo smells similar to Dark Kiss as well, but that one is more like whipped cream and milky and sweet. This one is a little bit more like juicy, fruity, and more sort of shampoo-y than either of those, to be honest. I might prefer this one the most. I mean, It's definitely a bit younger in a way, but then also I can see it being for someone older as well because it has this sort of like sexiness to it. I could totally see this being like a night out perfume. That's so pretty. I mean, I like all of these, but this one I'm the most pleasantly surprised by because even though I thought I would like it, I'd heard people say that it was just sort of, you know, generic, or not generic, but like similar to other perfumes, which obviously it is similar to other fragrances I have in my collection, but I almost like this one a little bit more. It's got this like sexiness to it. And I also heard people say that this is a compliment getter, so that was another one of the things that kind of drew me towards this fragrance, but I think it's going to be. Yeah, that one is really nice. These are like all hits. So then we'll talk about the last one here, which is that little travel size I talked about. The only reason I picked this up was because it was literally $2 in the clearance section at TJ Maxx, and this is Simply Pink by Pink Sugar. So I already have Pink Sugar. This is like a flanker of that. And this one, I read the notes already. It says it has like raspberry and almond in it, so I'm really curious to see what this smells like. This one is a rollerball though, but it comes in the same sort of little cardboard tube that Pink Sugar comes in. Wow, that's like a bright little bottle. So I think we're gonna just roll this one like on, I guess we'll just roll it on my skin because I don't have another perfume on today. Okay, so this definitely has the Pink Sugar DNA, but I'm getting much more of a like mouth-watering raspberry in this. It's like candy. It smells like gummy candy. It smells like gummy bears. I smell gummy bears. We're gonna see what the dry down is like though, because apparently there's almond in this. This one though is my favorite of the Pink Sugar flankers that I've tried because I have samples of the Pink Sugar Gold, or Gold Sugar I think it's called, and then Pink Sugar Sensual, which is supposed to be like a nighttime version. And honestly, neither of those are my favorite. I just don't love them. They're not really anything special to me. They smell kind of cheap. I just thought I was going to prefer the original Pink Sugar, and then I saw this one for $2, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and you know, it does smell really nice. This is like a fruitier version of Pink Sugar, so if you like Pink Sugar but you've been wanting something a little bit more fruity, candy-like, versus like that baked good vanilla this is that to me. It definitely smells like gummy bears so far, so I mean, I think it'll be nice to have this in my collection just because I like sweet perfumes. Honestly, surprised that I like that one that much. I kind of figured I would feel the same way about it as I did the other Pink Sugar flankers, but this is definitely my favorite out of the flankers. I want to keep smelling it again. It's so like sweet and mouth-watering. Anyways, that is all of the perfumes in today's haul. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like I just talked and talked and talked, so hopefully it's not too ridiculously long, but I am honestly so excited about all of these perfumes. This might be like my favorite haul that I've done. I don't generally go and pick up this many like sweet perfumes because while I really like sweet perfumes, I also don't want to have only that in my collection. I like to have like a mix because I do like more like classy, soft fragrances as well, and I do like florals, you know, if they're mixed with the right thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what other fragrance videos you want to see from me. I am so excited to do more. Sorry that I missed an upload last week, but I am back and I'm ready to hit you guys with some videos. So I would love if you would consider subscribing, like I said, if you have not already, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.